are you today? I hope you're doing well. I am coming to you today with yet another installment of Dismantling the Dark World. In this installment, we are going to talk about the death or the end of the Dark World, one of the Dark Worlds, particularly Hollywood's biggest cash cows. And that is the Marvel franchise, and that is the superhero movies that come from Marvel and the Disney Corporation, particularly the Avengers franchise. And that is something that has died. It is no longer a viable cash grabbing event. It's not a thing that people care about anymore, and nobody is really interested in not just Marvel, but in the Avengers. Now, of course, people are interested in a roundabout way. There are people who are fans of the comic books. There are people who just want to be entertained. And there are people who just get excited about anything. And they will always exist. However, the frenzy around that franchise and those movies is died. And I'm going to explain to you today exactly why. Now, there is a movie that came out a few years ago. I'm pretty sure it was called Infinity War. And in that movie, it's either that one or Endgame. But in that movie, I guess I should have looked this up first. I will put it as an annotation. But in that movie, the entire cast gets turned to dust. That's it. That's the end of the franchise. That was when it was over. The visual imagery of an audience watching a human body turn to dust, there is no more finality that you can get. There is nothing more finite than the image of somebody going from dust to dust. That is the life cycle of a human body. So this company created a movie in which they allowed the audience to watch every single character turn to literal dust. This wasn't just the suggestion of death. This wasn't a regular, like a person getting shot or a person getting stabbed or anything like that. This is metaphysical. This is poetry. There is nothing more end game than watching the entire cast turn to dust. Now, the movie where they came back made some money. Of course it did, because most of the audience was probably like, how are they going to handle this? Because they're all gone. They're not just dead. Their physical human forms got turned to dust. You can't just bring them back in the next movie. A year later, they're all just back like nothing ever fucking happened. This is why nobody cares anymore. They're never going to get the audience engagement with that movie ever again. It killed the characters off in a way that is so astronomical and so final that the human brain couldn't possibly care about a storyline containing these characters ever again, because it's bullshit. You're asking the audience to suspend way too much disbelief. Now, there was something in the heart of the people who create these movies that told them that this was the end. And they killed off all of the characters by turning them to fucking dust. That's it. The idea that they would then try to reboot, it's like Pet Sematary or something. Nobody wants to see that. You've ruined the whole illusion when you kill the cast off. And it's not just like they killed them off. It's not like they were in a spaceship far away and they blew up. You watched their bodies turn to dust. That's it. You know what I mean? You're beating a dead horse. You're going to a well that's been dry for fucking years. It's time to let go. Thank you very much. Love you.